Good day, lovers of lengthy ludology. I'm Unsilent, and today we have a new game for you on the channel. It's Final Fantasy IX. There's the important part of this. Original score and music by Nobuo Uematsu. For my money, the greatest video game composer of all time. So back when we were doing the Final... not the Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy. The Tomb Raider playthrough. I was saying I wanted a game that took me to my happy place after some frustrations with Final Fantasy. I'm watching this saying, oh, it's Final Fantasy, yay! No. Tomb Raider. After some frustrations with Tomb Raider, I said that I wanted to play something that took me to my happy place. And that would be Final Fantasy. And a lot of it admittedly, is thanks to Nobuo Uematsu, who has this gorgeous soundtrack that he puts behind all these games. He did the first 9, collaborated on 10. Just a musical genius. And did really amazing things with the limitations of the various consoles that he was programming music for. Even if he couldn't get full orchestral with Final Fantasy IX, he still did amazing work with what he had access to on the original PlayStation. Now, you won't notice the music so much sounding just a little off in the cutscenes, because you'll notice the cutscenes have slightly different music than actual gameplay. But I thought we got the big Final Fantasy, theme or just a snippet of the theme in this cutscene, or was I just, completely talking through it and ignored everything? Sure is dark. Yes, it is. Guess nobody's here yet. Thank you for the basic controls, although I do want to change that, because the way I remember it from when I was playing it growing up, I played Final Fantasy IX before. There was a scratch on disc 3, so I've never actually beaten it, so it doesn't count. But I'm going to customize the B and the A buttons and flip those around, because I'm used to A being the talk and confirm button from back in the day. I don't need the keyboard controls, and I don't care about the mouse controls. Left-clicking on the route to let the character automatically walk to the destined path. Final Fantasy IX is a MOBA, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Controls are fixed. Let us carry on. Light the candle. Now it's been about... I don't know. Who's there? Oh! Hey! Hi, how's this? That's fancy. Race-tailed, human, gender male, age 16, dominant hand right. I don't ever remember dominant hand ever really playing a big part in this game. I was going to say, it's been about 15 years since I played Final Fantasy. I played it right around when it first came out, and that is the scratch on the disc. And no, I don't want to spend $60 or whatever on getting a new game. Even $20 when it was the greatest hits. Let's just... How do I, There we go. Have to use the mouse for that one. It's me, Zidane. And some weird salute. Zidane, you sure are late. Well... gonna say he's a guy, so late has one meaning, as opposed to if it was, say, we'll meet Princess Garnet, or we saw her in the opening cutscene. If she was late, that might have a different meaning. Yes, I know she's, she's 16 in this game, right? Although, I know the gist of the story, so... Sorry, so where's the boss? Ain't here yet. The whole room shakes. As somebody wearing goofy dragon mask. I know Final Fantasy is full of really strange creatures, but you'd think they'd be able to see through the disguise. So, okay. I was going to say, I don't remember this as a tutorial in the original game. I just want to say it, just sort of let you do your thing, really. We're going to, if I remember correctly, Blank and Zidane are the ones that do the most damage. Oh, and he fell. So we'll attack the masked man for a whopping 8 damage. Blank at least hits for some decent damage. And Zidane does too, but I seem to recall the one time that you actually get to control Blank, outside of this, that is, in an actual fight, I want to say he was your most powerful character. And a slash across the abdomen slices the masked man's mask in half. I do love that battle music, though. It's good battle music. Hey, fools, Baku. Well done, Baku. You didn't think you're getting Formula 1 memes in a Final Fantasy playthrough, now did you? You're looking a lot better. Well, that's because you don't have the mask on and you're seeing a lot better. Oh, the pun game is at over 9,000 today. Oh, I'm loving it. I can't do that. Laugh. No, I can't. Alright, let's start this meeting already. They convene for their super secret meeting. What could they be meeting about? Here's the plan. I like how they updated the character art. Like, all the characters look really good, but the environment is a little dated. I mean, it is a PlayStation 1 game from, like, around 2000. So, I mean, yeah, being dated is kind of a given, but... Anyway, Tantalus, the infamous band of daring thieves, that's us, is heading to the kingdom of Alexandria. Our mission to kidnap the heir to the throne, Princess Garnet. I'll take it from here, so listen up. Oh my god, I've never noticed how freaky Cinna's eyes were before. And his nose, and actually he's just terrifying. Our ship's about to dock at Alexandria. And when it does, we're going to put on our costumes. And perform I Want to Be Your Canary, the most popular play in Alexandria. Break a leg, Marcus, because you're playing the lead. Marcus, who has interesting teeth. Is it pugs that have that sort of... Like, his teeth are coming up from his bottom jaw over his top lip, you see? Leave the acted to me. Of course, the real kidnappers will be Blank and Zidane. I'll distract the audience from backstage with these little buggers. I can't stand Oglops. But I'll manage, so don't worry about me. And that'll be your cue, Zidane. And that's when I kidnap Queen Braun, right? You bet you're gonna kidnap the fattest buttock-looking Queen Braun. Kidnap Garnet. You bet you're gonna kidnap the most babelicious beauty in all of Alexandria, Princess Garnet. Didn't I just say she was under 18? It is slightly creepy, this. Oh no, this is where the titles come in, because we have this second part. I forgot there's a second. It's been a while since I played it, like I said. So I forgot there was this second part of the cutscene. I vaguely remembered that they introduced... This is one of our playable characters. This is Vivi. See, for the first, like, 2 discs, such as they're divided on here anyway, I'll be able to fill in all sorts of interesting information about Final Fantasy IX, and then after that I'm just along for the ride like the rest of you if you haven't played it before. But that was Vivi. He is one of our 8 playable characters that we can recruit over the course of the game. Now here's the Final Fantasy theme. Or at least a little bit of it. Now, Final Fantasy IX obviously comes after 7 and 8, which were both more modern-ish, sort of real-world modern-ish video games, like settings. The 9 was sort of set in a... If you substitute Mako for, like, nuclear fission reactors, or something else that was going to destroy the Earth, or we fear is going to destroy the Earth. Oh, there goes Vivi. As we enter Alexandria. Are you alright? Well, he ain't moving, so... Oh no, there he goes. Here, you dropped your ticket. Bye-bye. Almost turned into Borat right there. So yes, this is Vivi. One of our playable characters. Oop, got run into again. Rat Kid. Rat Kid. I forgot they called him that. Hey, get out of my way. Alright. Now, this being a Final Fantasy game, you can go wander and break into people's homes. Woo, just a little longer. Darling, I'm home. I'm not done with Ilia's dress. Ilia's an interesting Final Fantasy name. Come back later. Aha. Every year it's the same. You're spoiling them grandkids, I say. Oh, now that was a new pop-up, too. This pattern is making me dizzy. Oop. I remember that. Now, this being it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game if you couldn't break into someone's house and steal their life savings of 9 gil. Or their potion. Final Fantasy is one of those games that sort of encourages kleptomania. Kleptomania is the thieving one, right? And a Vanguard. Now, right, I was saying this Final Fantasy gets back to some of the old fantasy, medieval-ish, middle-age-ish sort of tropes that you're typically seeing in Final Fantasy games, or you used to see in Final Fantasy games before you got to 9, anyway. And that's it for today. Time to get ready to see the play. The play is the thing in which you will catch the conscience of the king. Well, I guess they don't have a king. One of the things that we learned about... I won't talk too much about Alexandria yet. Let's let you find out about... Let's let this Alexandrian society come up organically, and we'll discuss it as we get along. Honorable nobles of Trino, Castle Alexandria is this way! And the horn. Oh, there's Hip Hall. He's the hippo. Now, if memory serves, there's something around here. 33 gil. I'll just say there. Is there something? Oh, yes, there is. And a goblin card. Let's speak to Hip Hall. Hip Hall. Wow, nobles are so spiffy. That's a great word, spiffy. Here's the tavern. The Morning Star Bar. Our original cocktail, Her Heart Majesty. Oh god, they had emoji in this game too? Why don't I remember that? So right, I was saying that Final Fantasy 8 and 7 were sort of more modern-ish in their design, or in their setting. 9 kind of brought it back to Final Fantasy's roots. And then, yeah, I think that continued on with 10 and 12, and then they went futuristic with 13. Now they've gone sort of modern-ish with 15, or at least what I've played of 15. A male red mage. Now, if memory serves, I've never played any Final Fantasy before 7, but red mages were one of those character classes you could have in some of the earlier Final Fantasies. I think there were all sorts of mages. Vivi here ends up being a black mage. Wow, how'd you get a ticket for the show? You better head straight to the ticket booth in the square. You have to get your ticket stamped before you can enter the castle. The sign. Doug's item shop. Well, we'll skip the item shop for now. Carry on to the ticket booth. Peek into the ticket booth. can I help you, son? Show ticket. What's this? There's something odd about this ticket. It's written in crayon. Why, it's another fake. I've seen so many today. Oh, I love the little musical sting there. Now, don't cry. I know how you must feel. Here, I'll give you these. Do try to cheer up now, You received the Goblin card, the Fang card, the Skeleton card. Talk to Alleyway Jack to learn more about cards. Good luck, lad. I'm trying to remember. Blossoms in Alexandria are quite splendid, don't you think? Do you like flowers too? I wonder where they're from. Just wander around. I think I know vaguely where to go next. Oh, the synthesist's wife. Ah, the synthesist. That's one of the more, I think that's one of the pretty unique elements in this game was being able to... I didn't even read the dialogue. I'm taking my wife to the theater tonight, so we should close soon. Oh, so you're not even interested in dealing with customers, although I don't have anything to synthesize. Synthesizing in this game doesn't really get introduced until... Is it? Not Burmecia, because that's the end of disc 1. I'm trying to remember what the name of the... one... I don't remember the name of that one city, but... You know, you got the Festival of the Hunt and all that stuff. Oh, there's Hit Paul again. Gwaha, I hid my 3 precious cards in a safe place. Oh, I was gonna say, is this it? No. I think we must come across it at some point. You want to try? Oh, it's the I forget the jump roping. It's gonna get faster after 20. I don't think I really do very well after 20. I feel like I've got a little input lag. I got 10 no, I got 26. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I feel as though I had just a smidge of input lag there. I'm going to blame it on input lag. I'm using a Steam controller to play this, believe it or not. And is that our friend a red mage again? What do you mean there's no vacancies? Yes, you see, really quite sorry. What? I don't believe this. Well, you should have made a reservation, son. I have a oh, never mind. Okay, that's fair. I have a reservation. He's turned into Vince McMahon. I had a reservation. Damn it. City people are so scary. As somebody who, well, depends on where you are. I live in a town so small that most people never heard of it. And then everybody in the little villages or townships around here say that we're the big city. So, I mean, we're the biggest city for about a 3-hour drive, but even then we're... What, are we even half the size of the next city over? So, sorry, no vacancies today. Busy. All right, there was someone in there. Out of the way, please. All right, I'm just going to... Oh, I was gonna say, oh crap, I'm trapped. I've already gotten lost in a... It's balcony, nice balcony view. I can't do anything with the camera though, can I? No. That's not a problem. Just run our way back here. Pardon me, Sarah, out of the way. She really does want rid of us. I saw the nobles first. Oh, well, that's quite lovely. All right. Oh, fell on his face again. Blast it. Hey, you made me miss you, little klutz. Who's the klutz? The klutz or the klutz who missed because of the other klutz? Ooh, that should do it. Really? That was some shoddy work you were doing if all it took was 3 hits. Well, it's been a long day. Speaking of shoddy work, he's left his ladder behind. Hey, you shrimp, you're the one with the phony ticket, ain't you? I don't remember you being around when that happened. Are you Alleyway Jack? Do I look like that loser? No, I think his name is Puck. But I'll let you in to see the show if you become my slave. I think you have to regardless, so. Awesome, now for your first assignment. You go stand over there and see if anyone's coming. Hey now. And the coast is clear. Awesome. Engage according to mission parameters. I'd love to see if that's directly translated from the original Japanese. That's, no, that's Alleyway Jack, yes. Pointy Hat Boy. Oh, I'm Pointy Hat Boy, I was thinking. I mean, he's got a strange hat, but I wouldn't call it Pointy. Vivi has a pointy hat. I don't think we've gotten his name yet, have we? Is your name Alleyway Jack? How did you know my name? If you know who I am, you probably want to challenge me to a card game, huh? What, you don't know how to play, and you want me to teach you? Well, why not? I've finished one job already. Follow me, kid. We'll start with the basics. You need 5 cards to play the game. To play a game, approach someone, press X. Some people may not be interested, in that case, move on to someone else. As a card game, just gonna fast forward through this until we get to the play a practice game. But the one thing I noticed, and I think I pointed out earlier, is that people who do play card games in this seem to have the little card icon that pop up above their head, so you know to press X to challenge them to a card game. Back on the PS1, it was really just, you know, okay, go up to everyone, push X, and if, you know, they, oh, you want to play a card game? Then they play cards, and if they're, like, just steady as she goes with the dialogue, then it's just steady as she goes with the dialogue. Alright, there we go, there's the play game. Tetra Master. That's right, it was, this one was Tetra Master, and 8 was Triple Triad, right? So, oh, it's muscle memory, right? So I'm remembering all these, so I want that one. That one. Okay, I've only got that one. I'll take the plan. And I'll take that goblin. Yeah, there we go. I never did figure out. Oh, it's going to... So I have a tutorial for the tutorial for the tutorial. Yes, alright. So what I want... That's a well-defended card, actually. Let's try that one. Oh, that did not go well. Tetra, as the game ends with all cards in play, whoever captures the most cards is the winner. So I would like to play the plan there. Oh. Well done. That should be a well-defended card. Now. I should be able to... Oh no! That went poorly. There's only one hope. Play for the draw. Oh my god, we won! I thought we were playing for the damn draw. That was quite spectacular. So, I can take that, or I will take that one because it's defend on 2 sides. Zagnol. Now, if memory serves, that was... No, I'm not playing a rematch. I think I understand. I was never any good at the card game. If memory serves, I played it so much that when you have there's a card tournament in Trino, and I basically you automatically get to the finals. It's one of those things you have to get to the finals for story purposes. You can actually win the whole thing, that whole tournament, and you get better rewards if you actually win the matches. But I remember it's like you play a quarterfinal and a semifinal match in that, and then what ends up happening is like you'll lose. Well, I lost. You can win if you're actually good and you play the card game semi-regularly. But if you're me, you end up getting like things like, oh, this person was using illegal cards, or this person was, pulling cards out of their sleeve, and it's like they just picked 5 cards in advance, and like you can't come up with a better excuse. I mean, just like I remember Legend of Dragoon, right? There's an old PS1 game, and Legend of Dragoon, another sort of Japanese-style RPG, which I don't think was developed in Japan. Over here, indeed. Oh, I'm right behind you. Into the steeple. I can't remember. There's some children's rhyme. There's the church, there's the steeple, something, something, people. I don't know. It's probably somewhat dirty. I'm sure most of them are. Now we're going to climb up this tower. We're going to use the ladder with... It's very dangerous. You go first. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Oh! What the heck was that? Why, that would be a moogle. Sorry about that, Kupo. That's Kupo. He's a moogle. Kupo. And this is slave number 1. Try to get along, okay? Kupo, pleased to meet you. Oh, his name actually is Kupo. Sorry I enter you in Moogle Diary. If you want to save game onto the save folder, just ask us Moogles, Kupo. You can regain health if you have a tent, Kupo. I got it. Just, it's standard Final Fantasy. Well, I guess for this Final Fantasy, it was sort of standard. You could use tent save spots. I think from 10 onward, you could use save spots to regenerate health. Which after, all the other Final Fantasies was really, really nice addition, let's be honest. But that's maybe me just getting soft in my old age. Alright, it's time for some upward mobility. Upwardly mobile, just. Okay, come on up, slave. We've got a small little scene here first. It's Stiltskin! Kupo, you here? Kupo, Stiltskin, why that get up? You leaving, Kupo? Yeah, this time I might be away for a long time. I'll miss you, Kupo. No, don't you worry, I'll write. Oh, that's right, Mognet. Or I guess Mogmail, or whichever. Oh, and say hi to Mosh in the castle for me. There's a Moogle in the castle? I don't remember that, unless it's one of those things that you discover later. Was that a friend of yours? Yes, Kupo, a very special one, Kupo. Hey, slave, I thought I ordered you up here. Yeah. Time to make a record already, Kupo. Let's do the Mognet first. I'll tell you about Mognet. Oh, just, okay. Speed it up. You want us to help? Yeah, sure, let's have one favor to ask, Kupo. Deliver a letter to Monty. Now, usually you don't have a hard time encountering all the Moogles that you need to along the way until you start to get later in the game and they start, like, I think Kupo ends up getting a letter sent to him at one point, so you gotta kind of track him down special as opposed to it being someone that you encounter along the way organically. So, that, I think, is a good place for us to wrap up this first episode of Final Fantasy IX. Thanks very much for joining me as we continue our ongoing exploration through old games, this time with Final Fantasy IX, the first RPG, the first JRPG, first Final Fantasy game we've got on the channel. This is the first Final Fantasy game I played, apart from well, I'll tell you about that in the next video, what Final Fantasy I played first, but this is the first full Final Fantasy I played. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and you're going to want to hit subscribe because we're going to have a lot of Final Fantasy from here on out, at least until the end of Disc 1, and then maybe I'll take a little break to play other things and pick up with Disc 2 in a bit, but we're going to have a lot of Final Fantasy on the channel. Part 1 of like 100 or something like that incoming, right? Subscribe if you're new, share it on social media, follow on social media, all that YouTubing jazz does help out the channel a little bit. So until the next time, I'm Unsilent, thanks very much for joining me, and we will see you next time.